Yep, yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep. Guys, Mulimutia. How are we people? The long-awaited story is gonna happen right now here on the Bettina Rock. Muchimanyi nti the Bettina Rock people. Nagala mbasabulire emboozi yammwe eno bulungi nnyo mutegeere ki ekigenda maaso. So, tuli mu 1957. Those who are aware that Express Football Club begins in 19, or it is founded. Mubimanye ebintu ebyo bya founding something. Abakitandise. You know, people come up with an idea and it works, and you all seem to be in the same boat. Kakati, those of you who don't know this, the football team, cheated team, because it wasn't a club then, there was no national cranes, Uganda cranes and all that. There were ceremonial events that took place back to back all over the country. Pre-independence, pre-independence. Mwami Lubanjwa, one of the football players in the Uganda team that played pre-independence, there was a football match at Nachivubo. Muchimanyi wazanyira, they played bare feet. Ekintu ekyo. So, awongena kubawo nnyo kubanga that really sent a bit of a ricochet. Muchitegeera ricochet. Chikomawo, it comes back to people and egana team yaffe nezanyira mu bigere. You know. And there we were, but in 1957, Mwami KIWANUKA ne banne bali mu mawulire. They were in the media of those days. We would say newspaper, print media. And I think for the lack of words, they had to engage themselves in activities. Ng'abavubuka mubimanyi ebyo. Eventually, Express itandika mu 1957. Okay, now we are going to jump post-independence, 1962, right? The team was there, but Express wasn't really much, as it later on became. Around that same time, abaana Mengo Senior Secondary School, nabagamba nti Mengo tewasomerwangawo mwana wa it wasn't, you had to be that kind of student. Most of them were there on merit, credit. Bazitanga basale. Ezavanga kugombolola. And that's how my dad ended up in Mengo. Neyesanga ne banna abalala bonna KIWANUKA, Bagundi, Bakasimu, bani bonna. It was a big clique of them. Nebazanyanga omupiira. So they used to play football. You're talking of the 60s, people. You see, my dad was born in 1945. Yeah, that means he was around 20. Yeah, is it 45? 47, yeah. So wali mu secondary. We have Wampewo Senior Secondary School. Was it Wampewo Senior Secondary? Ngeyosumayo mwaka gumu oba ebiri. Then you went to Yandibadenga University or Yandibadenga Higher Education. Around that same time, people, Express and the football, the way it was organized in Uganda was a bit different. We didn't have the Uganda Cup. Uganda Cup again kujam 1971, Semeika Kunguru, Batekawe Chikopo. I have a feeling there's a connection with Chibuli. Umanyi Chibuli Kakunguru, Ogwamuzikiti, Ogwe Chibuli, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, JD. I think that one came about in the 70s. I'm not sure about that. So, Kakati, the 60s come to an end with the dissolution of the kabaka. Mubimanye ebyakabaka bajjawa ebyabakabaka nga baagala tuyingiza kya common man's charter. Ekintu ekyo nakibagamba nti twali tuyingidde abakomunisiti, twali tufuuse bakomunisiti era ebintu ebyalimu abaana bangi nnyo abaagenda ne basoma n'ebweru. Mwe muli bazeeyi baffe abamu kakati okukomawo okukola mu cooperatives baali bamaze bayingiza ekintu bakomewo batambuze system ey'obo tegyali agenda okuleeta. But it didn't work out because it was overthrown in 71. Kati tuyingira 71 kakati awo ngenda okubakuba emboozi awo nti kiri bwe kiti buli gavumenti ejja enoonyayo ekintu kyebuukira. Kakati yabuukira ekyemipiira. And I have a feeling because 71 Kakungulu Cup, by 72 73 teams zimushrooming everywhere. Teams z'emipiira nti it reached a point nti n'amagye gennyini nga galina ttiimu eyaago. Gye ngenda obagamba Simba FC, which was also humiliatingly defeated by Express. I think they played on that. They played with it. And where you have the public, where you have that kind of connection with the people, you use something that they like. Mchilekera kakati mugenina mwami Kiwanuka Jolijo ye omu ku bantu abaali abamanyi ebiseera ebyo, and definitely he must have attracted the younger people, the younger generation. Kubanga kagwenfunyemu Uncle Patrick omupiira nabo bagulimu naye nga pretty much kimukiyita gundi backyard people mubeera just awo bica gyeguli tujja kujja naye nga you have that presence. Kakati kigenda kwabikira mu 1980s. So come 1977 Uganda Cup again amaaso. But prior to that there were these African teams championships before the Sekafa whatever came about. Kakati ndoza butimu babuzannyisanga obwali buwangudde suji national whatever bityo. Kakati aba Nigeria nga Express eba kuba. On top of that bana Uganda team mulaba Express we mashuruminga. Kakati ebiseera ebyo eyali mu gavumenti Kanona Sulu. Omanyini kakati bazanya ebintu bino oluusi side ne side. Kiraba Simba FM bagenda gibaninga. No. Express Football Club bagenda gibaninga mu 1977. Nge defeating Simba FC, the Army team. I repeat, in 1977, Express FC is banned because of the embarrassment it has caused the Simba FC Football Club, the Army. On top of all that, what happens? The club disbanded. Abantu abamba abata. Kakati prior to that, the founding yagitandika mwami Kiwanuka bamutta. He's murdered. Mulabe kigenda maaso. So more or less kakati ndoza Express bagirabanga threat. They saw Express as a threat. So by 1980, 79, wana naffe kakati awo tugenda mu exile naffe. You get me? Kakati abantu bangi nnyo bagenda mu exile ebiseera bagendanga Kenya gye baddukiranga. Kenya was the nearest. But Kenya and Uganda, we had a very strong relationship. Kitegeera kati nganzi my mom studied there ebya secretarial n'akomawo during the East African community those days. So tuyingira 1979 nga government evaako Amini would mind a different story about him. So what I remember is Jukira Sabasaba. What I remember, Nadi Kororo I was swimming. Me took Kirida. And then kyekira kyenzijukira awo around that time. So kyengezeko bagamba nti awo twalaba abantu bangi nnyo. I will give you names later. Naye tugenda kuyingira 1980 Obote awo nga tutegeera abamu tutegeera ebintu bingi ne ku mipiira batutwala. So Express ekomawo mpola mpola. Of course it had left a very big impression on people. Abantu tebeerabira. People don't forget. Mukwano gw'abangi Express ekomawo n'amaanyi mangi. Spaigo eyingira 80s. Kakati enter the billionaires. Ngamba abantu abalina sente kakati abaali balabye ekyayi kigenda mu maaso. So they could embrace this thing. Bakiyingire. Luli government, it was a military government. Kati kyengezeko bagamba nti the two and two are connected. Government yonna, even here it is called a wind, it's called a wave. Babukira ebintu ne babiteekamu zigondi zaabwe zipoliisi nabitya nga kikola. Kiraba kakati government ng'eteekawo Ministry of Sports and Education and Culture. Yali amaanyi nnyo ministry eyo. It was very, very well funded. Kubanga egy'emizannyo gy'alina mu masomero. Inter-school football competition, inter-school games, inter this, so much. 81 now, 82, 83. So let's bring that back to Express, our team. Kubanga Uncle Patrick tagenda giyingira until 1985 when he's voted. Nabagamba nti Express by then was ndoza yalina Express 1, Express 2, then Express nga bayawukana ikatwe sijui wankulukuku, so they were all over the place, you know what I mean? So that's how the situation was. Muli good? Okay, let's continue. Hello. And then 1979 Amini avaako. Waliwo military commission nawe yaliwo, mwalimu ba Museveni, whatever, ba Paulo Muwanga, bonna bajjange waffe. Awo sijja kugendawo kubanga that's a long story people. Kiraba bina ebigenda okujja mu 85 balutwa abaani bonna abo baali tebategeera bufuzi, baali bategeera instructions, baali basirikale. So do you know what a military coup means? A coup, to overthrow amagye. Mba temulina kyakukola kirala nti mugjeeko government, and then government tyrannic. They don't run a government like that just by doing a coup. So kakati katisoke tukomaawo tugenda kuyingira 1980. Are you good people? Kati story eno generation empya, the new breed of people later on in 85 abaakiraba nti it is better to unite the team era okuvotinga Uncle Patrick kwaleeta enjuyi zonna kubanga for him he had nothing to gain, more or less he had a lot to lose. Yali already mugagga, ali mu insurance, ali mu Afro Studio, ali mu byani naffe abazee abaffe bali mu bintu bingi nnyo, bali mu mafuta, bali mu byani. They were rich people, ate nga bato. Kiraba. So we're going to do part 2, enter the 80s. You get me? So